Is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the Internal Revenue Service. Welcome to my YouTube station. I have worked thousands of IRS cases. I worked there 10 long years. I'm an expert, by the way, in the offers and offer and compromise. Why I accepted and deny offers at the IRS. I was actually a training instructor for the offers to revenue officers who could work these cases. I just want you to know there's a lot of people on the internet that say, oh, they can do this and they can do that and they can do this and that. And so you got to be really careful who, in fact, that you use for offers and compromise, offer and compromise. The reason is they want to sell you on you being able to settle your tax debt. In reality, there's only 13,000 people in the United States that were able to get their tax debt settled last year, and I'm sure that number's going to drop because people do not know what they're doing. There's too many salespeople flooding the market. They're hosing people on being able to settle their tax debt. Before, if you contact someone and it's not me, make sure you're showing them your financial statement. Without your financial statement, to look at your statement, the actual IRS form, because the IRS form has a bunch of little check marks on there that you may not be aware of, but the agent's going to be looking at. You don't know that. Like, I'll just give you a little one. Like you say, are you a beneficiary of a trust? How old is your father? I would ask. Well, my father's about 89. Is he in good health? Well, so now I'm thinking, there's going to be estate money coming to this person. There's a lot of trick questions that you don't know that we know. So at the end of the day, I just want you to understand when you go to settle your tax debt, the two important things, first of all, is to know the formula that you can settle your debt with. So when I put this guide together for you, the two most important things, and the only thing I'm going to talk about is timing is really important. All your tax returns have got to be filed and up to date and on the system. And you have to, most people doing this are self-employed, your estimate payments have got to be up to date. That's what this has to, if IRS is going to kick it back. So let's just drill down on the offer and compromise so you understand what IRS is looking for. They're really looking for how they can get money from you. There's two ways they can get money from you. What is your asset base? What are they? Do you have 401s? Do you have pension plans? Do you have ability to borrow money? Do you have equity and things? They want part of that money back. A matter of fact, they will not take any less of an offer than the value of that. So if the value of all your assets are $100,000, you're not going to settle that debt for under $100,000. So many people call me, oh, Mike, can you knock some money off the penalties, interest? No, they discount your home 20%, your homestead, but you're not going to settle for less than $100,000. You are going to pay that $100,000. The other thing they're going to do, the other asset, is your income. That's your other asset. So what IRS does is IRS uses the U.S. trustees, Department of Labor. They use their statistics to say, this is the only thing we're going to allow. They're going to knock your expenses out and put theirs in for food and clothing, housing and utilities, car payments, and car expenses. When they put theirs in, most people now have a surplus, and that knocks them out of the offer and compromise. The offer and compromise is not easy to get through. If you're going to do it yourself, you're going to have you're going to have problems just thinking your way through this. And timing, it really is an issue. When's the best time? The time to file an offer is when you're doing the worst. When you're doing the worst, that's when you want to go ahead and file your offer. So those are a couple of tips you need to know. Also, make sure you write a 2-page cover letter explaining what your situation is, and then go for it. But if you want an offer and compromise through, you should talk to someone who knows what they're doing. You have yourself a good one. Give me a subscription. Thank you.